Captain still have the territory, but it's a Clark 15 time and opposition 22, but a big one there. Penalties conceded, 10 against Maungawhau, 4 to the Clark 15. So that's something Dan Bowner will want to tidy up with his Blues 15 side.
And the missed tackles from the Clark 15. That's something that Greg Smith would have spoken about. And how classy is that to see the great player Greg Smith there getting involved with the Clark 15, and also Dan Bowden on the side with Maungawhau. So Takahashi and Tyrell. And that try scorer for Maungawhau was actually Sullen Noah, who was a player that was wearing the number 2 jersey. Some big names there.
Okay, sweet. Let's go, Chase. Cool, thank you. Down left there, mate. Sweet.
Well, one thing the Clark 15 will have to contend with this half is the sun in their eyes on the high balls. The Maungawhau side, they did very well. Only one drop ball from the kickoff. But now Clark 15 playing into the sun now. So it'll be interesting to see if the Maungawhau side put more balls up in the air.
Well, they've made a change straight away.
Where are we?
Have Maungawhau as well. They've made a couple of changes, actually. There's some 19s, 16s and 17s. So we'll get to those changes in just a moment. But we're underway in the second half. It's a nice high restart as well. Maungawhau playing in the white strip. Clark 15 in the darker coloured jersey. It's a straight back to Smith, Dawson Smith. Nice clearance down to Tama Anderson. Wide pass from Anderson out to Cullen Gray, who's just come onto the field. Cullen Gray out of Auckland Grammar. They're going to hold him up here, the Clark 15, to get the scrum. So it's still a maul. Now it goes to ground, and this should be a scrum to the opposition.
Yeah, that was just taking the ball into contact too high from the replacement player, Cullen Gray. He's come on for Robson. You can see there the Clark 15.
New front row, so keep up good
the
space,
scrum,
please.
a huge blind side, but they've elected to go all out to the right-hand side. Maungawhau side still have one defender out on the blind, so immediately they've got an overlap.
Bind.
I'd send Liam Brady down the blind side. Oh, in fact, it's not their ball. That's why he's standing there. Big scrum coming in from Maungawhau. Clark 15 have the ball in control. Their captain, Tyrell, gives it. Nice pass in now. Looking to try and break through was Rawiti, another player that we saw in semi-finals footy in Land Rover First 15 out of New Plymouth Boys High School a couple of weeks ago. The ball here, Tuipulotu wraps his big arms around the ball and says, we'll take the scrum here. Smart play.
Yeah, very smart play from the Maungawhau side. As soon as the referee called maul, they dragged it straight to the ground and just dove on top of it. Because the ball has to be readily available, otherwise it's a scrum to them. And great call from Tito Tuipulotu, the captain.
That space is awesome, boys. Keep at. Crouch. It's not that big of a deal.
A lot of screaming from the front row coming. Referee said, hey, that's all right. You can do again. I guess safety is the biggest priority when it comes to scrumming. So if you don't feel comfortable, you just stand straight back up.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Fuhi Niu. That's charged down, the kick from Gray, and now everyone's in play and everyone's on side. Won by Maungawhau. Nice play there from Cowley Andrea. Straight from the scrum, just got up and ran forward. Claimed possession. Referee says just a little knock on there.
Yeah, it was a low kick from Cullen Gray. Not intentionally charged, and so a big race from all the front rowers. They were all getting up from the scrum, and just a little knock on there. So the Chiefs under 18 side, the Clark 15, will have another go.
Bind. Sit. Coming out.
Pressure coming on the Clark 15, but it's there for Strang. Releases to Smith, who goes lateral and then throws a nice ball to Rewiti. He's done really well to hold on to it as well. Got defender at the same time, and now the captain, Tyrell. Number 8. Ball along the ground, but it's gone backwards. And so the Clark 15 still in control through Austin Anderson. Short pass on the inside from Lestro. Now there's an advantage here, but Smith goes to the air.
16, offside. Or 17, sorry. 17 offside.
Well, we heard the Clark 15 coaches say that Maungawhau side, they look tired. They've got their hands on their hips. And that was just not taking the extra step back and getting your last bit behind, getting your feet, behind the last bit of the ruck. And, well, the Clark 15 will have the ball again.
Sayuli coming on in jersey 19 for Heath McEwen. Open side flanker.
7 Chiefs. Sub. Yeah, he's going.
Isaac Sayuli out of St. John's College in the CNI competition.
Wait for him to get off. Hold. Yeah, let's go.
They go to the back of the line out, and Strang clears it quickly out to Lestro. Maximus Lestro brings in 4 defenders, and now out to Smith. To the left they go, short ball from Rewiti. Look to try and get the ball back to Aled, and now it's been taken up by the Maungawhau team.
Yeah, we're all back on side.
Everyone's back on side, says the referee. Coleman is in jersey 19, but they put it to the air. Plenty of time for Tiaute to take the ball, and now he creates a bit of space for Anderson. Anderson down the sideline. Jackson takes him into touch. Nice transition there between Tiaute and Anderson.
Beautiful footwork from Tiaute.
In jersey 19 goes on to 7.
See here, just taken out by Gage Jackson. So again, Maungawhau with the ball.
Mohuanga is the person that threw the ball in on that occasion. And there goes Bidwa out of Rotorua Boys High School. Off the bench, the impact, but they've lost it forward, and now Maungawhau will get a scrum.
Now, your advantage is having the ball here in midfield.
There are some interested spectators. Helen Go from the Blues, of course, Roger Randall.
Yeah, it was not straight, but your advantage is here. So. You're inside, what? Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Fuhineo gets it in and gets it out nice and quickly. Gray throws the dummy, throws another dummy, then he throws the ball away. It's gone backwards though. Still in possession now. Maungawhau through Tupu. Tui up. The referee says that first man had all rights and that he was holding on to the ball too long. Some nice skills there shown from Callan Gray.
Yeah, there was Te Haumana Tiaute getting over the ball. Strong body position. Liam Brady just finding himself isolated. I think it was Tuputuia actually. So you can see they're just holding on to the ball a bit too long. Flicking the ball out the back. Tuputuia isolated there. You can see clear release. Getting over the ball. Wide stance, and that's the key to getting over a good jackal, is that wide stance, widening your base of support.
No, that's not straight. Scrum called. Out 15, boys.
Always difficult when you come into camp, and it's just those little things.
Scrum's here.
Those line-out throws, but Bidwa's just come onto the field. He'll be all right for that. He'll learn. He's a good player, that man there, Dawson Smith, first 5. He's the architect of this team, isn't he? Controlling everything. that's in front of him. Doing a really good job of just keeping the ball in front of his forwards.
Bind. Sit. Hold.
Gray at first receiver, the dummy. And then he just pops the ball up there for Pritchard out of St. Peter's to set the first target. Now Gray shaped to kick, and then he runs and throws the ball. That player was taken out without the ball. Jeez, he's got some silky skills. Is this young man Cullen Gray out of Auckland Grammar School?
It's very elusive, great footwork, and just the ability to dodge from side to side, and his offload game is very good. You can see each time he's with the ball, he's looking for that offload to put someone in space.
Haven't found touch. Must be something about that side of the field because they can't seem to find the touch line, but Anderson brings it back lovely. Does really well to get a good 15 metres. Some decoy runners, and then out to the big boys in the midfield. For the Clark 15, Smith bobbles. Rewiti steps nicely, then he offloads the ball out the back. That's been intercepted by Tuputuia. Pick and go from Tuifua.
Man, not back, not past highmost, not behind highmost side.
A combination between Rewiti and Ale. Boy, I got to say, Whanau, the skill set of these young men is incredible. And that's another kick. Yes, it has found touch. Just the offload. Everybody knows how to offload.
Yeah, defensively, they're very strong. You see, that's the kind of contact that we see regularly. And as you were referring to, the skills of Cullen Gray. And he had
Just
defenders coming at him hard as well. And he's able to just find himself some time and get the kick away.
Mohuanga tried to get it to his target. Eventually, it falls in the way of Maungawhau. Gray gives the offload to Emil Vaonga. Now they charge back the blind side. Coming up from fullback was Anderson, gives it straight to Jackson. He keeps pumping the legs, and they get another 2 or 3 metres. Gray at first receiver to Tuifua. He's met at the gain line by Bedwar. They go the same way. Gray, wide pass. Pritchard looked to offload, but he's throwing the ball forward, and now the Clark 15 have a chance to clear it from inside their own red zone. The wide pass. Well, that was risky, and that tackle was a beauty. Pritchard down around the ankles to Pelotu up top, and now the dummy. Rewiti thought about offloading to Ale, but it holds on to the ball. Good play here from the Clark 15. Nice offload again. Here goes Anderson, the kick and chase. The other Anderson from Maungawhau wins the race. That's Tama out of Mount Abbott Grammar. Straightens. Now he gives it to Tuputuia. Tries to beat the defender. Beautiful defense coming in from Te Kahu.
Subs.
Nice long passage of play there.
Well, great exit from the Clark 15, turning the ball over because of a knock-on. And just working their way all the way down to the other end of the field. You can see here just that breakaway. Great support play again, and it was Dawson Smith from St. Peter's School in Cambridge. Captained his side to a CNI shared title with St. Paul's Collegiate, and you can see here, did well to avoid Smith, gives it out wide to Tuputuia, and he's just taken into touch.
We are so blessed in our country, and I always think back to a player like Sonny Bill Williams that came from rugby league, that bought that pass that every single kid seems to be able to do now. That pass out the back. Geez, if I did that in my day, I would have been kicked at the backside and told, you're not playing next week. Nowadays, everybody does it. Mind you, I never had the skills to do it anyway. Boy, they are putting on a show here. The Clark 15, and this man in particular, Lestro, Maximus Lestro, hasn't taken a backward step all afternoon. 47 minutes, the loose forward out of Hamilton Boys High School. Now Smith drops the ball there, and it finds the turf. They're still in control. Strang clears it. They go a little bit wider. Tuifua tries to hold him up. Fights, gets to the ground. There's all rights to get up and go again. Kay drops the shoulder. Wide pass out to Takahu. Standing. Didn't really have too many options, but to go into the defence. Tuifua again with another tackle.
There's just a little bit of disarray creeping into the Clark 15. That's what you'd expect with the changes coming in. And remember, these sides have only been together since Monday, all coming from different schools, even different competitions. In the Chiefs side, you've got the Central North Island, you've got the Super 8. In the Blues side, you've got, you know, the North Harbour 1A, the Auckland 1A, and even the Counties Manukau sides. They both qualify for the Blues in Chiefs under 18. So again, it's that mixture of players just coming together. So the mistakes, you do expect them in this kind of match.
Anadu paying a Morgan from St Paul's Collegiate coming on for Dawson Smith. 2 quality number 10s, and also Viliami Kuli in jersey 20 is coming on for Ben Strang.
And the man from Wesley College. Had big raps on him at the start of the year. This young man, Viliami Kuli.
We just got some new props, so we just need to
jersey
work hard to
20.
get space. We had good space. Let's make sure we keep it, eh? Just watch the lamp, please. Yeah.
Isn't that terrific? 8 schools represented in this Clark 15, Hamilton Boys High School, New Plymouth, Rotorua, St Peter's, St Paul's, Wesley, St John's and Tauranga. So as you mentioned, Taylor, from different schools, from different competitions. And there's one thing that connects them is the love of rugby. Score the same as it was at the break. Gray takes it to the line and then he brings in a few defenders and then drops a short ball. It's gone backwards, and so Fuiniu looked up, and that is one terrific kick from the base. Not many options on, and he's found the touchline.
Well, it was under pressure as well. The ball just squirted out of the ruck. He didn't have any options, just swung around, kicked a box here, and look at where he found. You can see here, under pressure. Oh, well, let's go downfield. And fantastic kick from him.
Zinzan Henson in jersey 20. It's Coman, Robbie Coman now, jersey 19.
Won by the Clark 15 out to Lestro, Maximus Lestro. Jeez, for having a Sky Sport player of the day, he's really put his hand up, but the support play came in from the side, not behind him. And there you can see the change of Hansen coming on. Zinzan Hansen out of Massey High School in West Auckland.
Eight's the captain now, boys.
And he's a tall athlete too, but have a look at this. This is where the penalty occurred. He's been good today, hasn't he, Maximus Lestro?
Oh, he's fantastic. You can see he's so strong on his feet. Able to stay there until some supporting players came. And just cleaning from the side was the call there. But a very high penalty count for this game. That's the 19th penalty in total in 50 minutes. So just these young boys really need to tidy up their play at the moment.
This also, Whanau, a sign of respect for the Clark 15, taking the 3 points.
Yes, it is. Keeps them alive. Still just a little under 20 minutes to go. If they make the kick, they get the ball back from the kickoff as well, Willie. They miss it, but they'll get it back from the restart anyway, so it's still going to be a positive result for Maungawhau.
Here we go. When you're ready, make sure we're all on. 18, 18.
High restart is a good one. And getting up to make the tackle was Seuli. It's a good tackle too, had to be made. Coleman is on the field. He's wearing jersey 19. He gives a nice short pass. Fuiniu gets it a little wider out to Tuifua. Fights and struggles to stay on his feet. Eventually goes to ground. Fuiniu goes in and Gray now. Gives it to Coleman. He's belted at the advantage line by Bidwa. Picked up. Fuiniu is there. Cleared by Mohuanga. Now they're back in play. Gray gives a nice ball to Kay.
Just collar.
That was high on the collar.
Just high.
Just a reaction there from one of the defenders, sticking the hand out, making sure that he couldn't go through. Haven't found touch again. There's something wrong with that corner. Beautiful step from Anderson. Austin Anderson there gives it out to Lestro. Who else? He offloads to Hilton.
Hold.
Now it's cleared. Bob Alden then released in there, looking for the intercept. Was Ioane.
Advantage, knock on.
Geez, he read that beautifully, Josh Ioane. Out of Botany Downs College.
Well, isn't it great to see players in the 1B still being selected for this
12
Blues under 18 camp, not having to go to 1A schools to be identified. But he read that perfectly, just couldn't hold on to it.
Interesting, the referee on that Josh Ioane attempted intercept, which didn't work, opted to go with the scrum.
Really good. I'm happy.
And nothing more serious, which will divide opinion, I'm sure.
Bind. Sit.
Jay Bloomfield has come on the field. We're in jersey 22 in place of Rewiti.
Yeah.
Another player that we saw from New Plymouth Boys
You
High
got to
School.
work out to
But
stay up as well.
Jay Bloomfield out of St. Paul's Collegiate.
That's good. I like it.
He's right at home here. There's every blade of grass.
Crouch.
Viliami Cooley to feed the
Bind.
scrum. They've had a few problems initially, the Clark 15, but they've settled down now with a couple of replacements they've made. Another strong push here from Maungawhau, putting the pressure on, asking questions of the referee. Cooley had no other option but to take it off from the pass, and now the dummy, and through the gap goes Painga Morgan. Short pass there from Seuli.
Too slow to roll.
It's been consistent on that ruling all afternoon. As the ref, and this will buy some easy meters for the Clark 15.
The ruck's been a clear point for the referee, tidying it up. It's mainly about safety for these players as well, making sure there's not too many bodies on the ground, not going straight off your feet. But again, that penalty count has just crept over 21 penalties.
About 14.
11 handling errors in this game, which is very low considering these guys got together 3 days ago. Different schools, competitions, and now looking to express themselves here is Lestro.
Tackle.
Finds the biggest blokes on the field and runs straight at them. Cooley gets it out to Painga Morgan, a little bit wider. Big tackle coming in from Rory Taylor out of Rosmini College. We're in jersey 24 for Maungawhau.
It's a tackle.
Still in control of possession as the Clark 15, they lead on the scoreboard as well. It's 14-10, cleared from the base. Cooley finds Painga Morgan. Kick is charged down, so play on.
Knock on and pick up.
And the player's just losing it forward there.
Unlucky, knock on.
Look, both of these sides are struggling to find a little bit of shape off their ruck play. You can't see pods setting up
That's good.
and nominating themselves to go forward. No beast runner or first runner calling it for it. So they're just managing to go side to side at the moment. They just need a bit more direction. And again, it's what you'd expect. They haven't been together long. They're all playing for a lot, playing for that spot in the secondary school side.
Terrific crowd here as well
Bind.
in Hamilton.
Sit.
Good to see friends and family out here supporting
Nah, we're slipped here.
secondary school rugby, and that's a big moment too for that young man in jersey number 22, Cameron Hansford, out of Kaitaia College
Just a bit over.
in jersey 22. There he is. You talk about the opportunity of Botany Downs College and now
Get your feet under as well.
Kaitaia College, and he's travelled a fair bit to get to this training camp, and it's terrific to see.
Crouch.
One of two players selected out of Kaitaia College. There is Caleb Clark.
Caleb Clark and Dalton Papali'i. Rico Ioane there as well, I think, all played in this very fixture a couple of years ago, just showing the pathways.
Now they move the ball to the right. There's the other Kaitaia College player. And on there, Levi, the dummy from Gray, and then he drops it off to Tuifua, who's caught in the tackle straight away. Hansford out to his school teammate and Levi. To Kaitaia College. Teammates mixing it up there, and there he is again. Hansford needs some support. He's isolated. Ball is there. Referee says he's holding on too long.
Just over 10.
Just the supporting players not getting there on time for Cameron Hansford out of Kaitaia College. Great to see the Northland schools represented in this side. So the Clark 15 will look to find touch.
Possession and territory now starting to even up. Both sides have spent around 90 seconds on the opposition 22. And the missed tackles also starting to even up as Clark 15 will win the line out. Cooley will clear it out to Lestro. Maximus Lestro, strong leg drive, gets an extra 6 or 7 metres. Just breakdown in communication there. We had some forwards in front of him, thought it was going to some of them. 14-10 was the halftime score, 2 tries to 1. Takahashi and Tyrell for the Clark 15. Salanoa scored the opener for Maungawhau. Plenty of penalties conceded by Maungawhau. Hansford to Gray. They skip Kay. Well, Callum Gray's doing everything. He's telling the referee they're offside. The referee agreed with them straight away, so they've got a penalty advantage here. He'll kick and see if they can get some nice, easy meters here. Referee says no, we'll take the penalty.
I'll tell you what, it was a great kick. But again, they'll go for the kick this time, but receive the line-out throw as well. You can see there's some tired bodies just cramping up. That's Anderson, Austin Anderson there, who's had a fantastic game. But again, no tries have been scored in the second half. And that's credit to the defense of both sides. The line speed hasn't faltered from the opening minute of this match.
Yeah, just timing, yeah.
And that's Austin Anderson down there. It's great to see him getting some game time and showing his skill. Oliver Foote usually with the fullback jersey for Hamilton Boys High. Again, another youngster is Austin Anderson.
Reminds me of a young Ken Laban down at Wainui Amata. Similar position. We've mentioned the family and friends that have turned up here this afternoon.
Midway second half. Chiefs 13, Blues 10. New Zealand Barbarians.
You can see there the boys running away from a bee. All Blacks not scared of much, not scared of the opposition, but bees they're scared of. You can see Hoskins, Satutu there, Kiri Ioane, Dalton Papali'i, Caleb Clark, all out of different schools, all have played in this very fixture. It's great to see the pathways that this brings, and great for these young guys to see that these men were there as well.
Can't believe they're running away from a bee. Mohuanga. Tuifua was almost going to claim it, but Gray gets it and now gives it to Tuputuia. So Maungawhau looking to try and take the lead here. The passes Wide, and it's gone out to Levi. Playing on the right wing. He didn't release the ball. That's what the referee will say, is that he was tackled, and then he got up and ran away again. Needed to release the ball. Right idea, though.
Look, it's the intention to keep going, carry on the pace of this match.
6.5.
Again, just another penalty creeping in. 24 penalties now. And they'll look to find touch again. Hopefully they find it with this touchline.
And they've just been told there's 6.5 to play. And that's the first of a double header here on Sky Sport.
Because either he gets tackled, gets straight back up, no clear release of the ball.
Claim from Tyler McNutt out of Hamilton Boys High School, and they look to change the point of attack now through the middle. And it's got the crowd excited. Cooley couldn't get it out in time. Do you think those are the Blues supporters?
Well, they're waving their Blues flags. It's great to see that they've made the trip down South Highway 1, the new South Highway 1. And here to support the young men.
Let's go, boys.
They haven't been able to support them the past few weeks, being in level 3 and level 2, no rugby. And then level 1, no supporters until now.
Hansen and Coleman, the two locks. Hansford, the halfback. So everybody's got a chance to get a run this afternoon. Referee says straight down, we'll reset.
Okay. Just work out, get your bind on his back. Same with you, bind on his back.
One more game to come. It is the Messam team from the Hamilton region, the Chiefs region, against the Maungawhau, a team out of the Blues region. That's not too far away here on Sky Sport.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Let's go, boys. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Hansford to great. They use Levi, who comes running in, and he gives it out to Anderson. Anderson tries to beat the white first and gives it to Putuia. It's recycled, and so they're going to have to go 75 metres here, but they've got the players to do that. And Maungawhau. Hansford again goes in to clear it. Gray kicks on this occasion, putting some pressure. The chase is not strong, but Anderson goes across the field. That's actually Hilton in jersey 23. Now it's cleared of Clark 15. Ball out the back. It's gone backwards.
No, you're on the ground. You're on the ground. You're out of the game.
It's Caleb Amelia Vaonga out of Kelston Boys High. Just down there, he did a fantastic tackle against the Clark 15. You can see here, flying out of the line, getting down low, and I think he's just caught a hip to the head. As Caleb, you can see here, just here, very difficult position to find himself in. But good thing they're taking him straight off with concussion concerns. Always have the players' welfare at stake.
Jackson comes back on for them in the last 2 minutes.
Just step across.
2.5 minutes to play.
Lines them up.
Is there something left from this Maungawhau team? It's been a tough year, 2024. A lot of the Auckland schools with the COVID-19, the lockdown.
Over. It's all back. All back.
And so what can they do here? What can they produce?
Hold.
Hansford gets it out to Zinzan Hansen out of Massey High School. Big and strong as Hansen. Tuifua standing on the left-hand side of the ruck. Gets some lovely meters forward as well. Again, they attack the close channels. Gray looks to go a little wider. That ball's gone forward. And now the Clark 15 chance. Clark 15 team have a chance through Anderson. Advantage is over. They'll try and hold him up. It's a tackle. They've got to release as well to get to the ground. Cooley releases the ball. Perry Lawrence out of the New Plymouth Boys High School.
Hold here, boys, hold.
So still plenty of time here for Maungawhau, but Clark 15 looking to just hold on to the possession. Passes now, keeping it nice and close as well. They go a little wider on this occasion. Quick hands, ball in the hands of Tiauti. Tiauti trying to stay in field. He's done really well to not get to the touchline. Quickly, the ball is turned to Tuifua with a nice tackle on Bloomfield. Cooley releases out to Lestro. Maximus Lestro again, putting his hand up to carry the ball forward. Quickly released from Painga Morgan. They get it wide. Out to Anderson. Kick and chase from Hilton. It's like Taylor who's come on in jersey 24 for the Maungawhau team. Long passage of play this from both teams, and what's Hansford going to do? Passes it back to Gray. Cullen Gray straight down the park into the hands of Bloomfield. Jay Bloomfield from St. Paul's Collegiate. That ball's been lost forward. There'll be a scrum here for Maungawhau. This could possibly be their last chance.
Yeah, good defence there from the Maungawhau side. Just forcing that error there. And while it will be their last chance, a minute remaining, still no change to that half-time score. Playing a lot within the 22-metre lines. Not finding much time in the opposition 22 throughout this match. And there's lots of bodies on the ground. It's been a long, tiring game for some of these players. They've had 4 days worth of rugby.
Yeah.
Skills sessions, field sessions, fitness sessions, they'll be tired.
(14-10) was the halftime score. As the Clark 15 captain, Solomona Tyrell, now the Hamilton boys, just gets a little bit of treatment to the ankle. Last chance for Maungawhau. Can they do it, Taylor? Can they pull a rabbit out of the hat?
Well, look, anything's possible in the game of rugby. They've got a bit of a blind to work with on this left-hand side once the scrum is set. It'll be time for someone to stand up in that back line, find some space, get a last-ditch attempt for this win.
Keep up the same standard, boys. Good scrums.
Final throw of the dice for the Maungawhau 15.
Bind.
And the white shirts.
Sit.
Kaitaia College in Hansford to Auckland Grammar and Gray. And run across and then set the ball up through Taylor. It's recycled and stolen by one of the players, and now they'll kick it out. Cooley, they'll take the win here. And the Clark 15 have defeated the Maungawhau 15 by a scoreline of 14 points to 10.
The first half started off with a bang, 3 tries. The second half, tightly contested. Great defense from both sides, though the errors crept up, the penalties crept up.